What is the right age to start cross-dressing? Yes, it may sound a little weird, but I do get a lot of questions on social media where people ask me, Annie, I am 45 years old. Can I start cross-dressing? I want to do it. Annie, I am 20 years old. I want to cross-dress. Can I do it? Is this the right time? So, since I get these questions, I thought I'll make a video just to address the topic of age. And when somebody asks me this question, I really think about, is it really age which is a barrier, or is it something else? Let me break it down for you. When you say, or when you think, what is the right time to start, or what is the right age to start cross-dressing, what you're actually asking is, what is the right age to do something that makes you happy? Isn't it a very silly question to ask? Of course, there is no right age to do something that makes you happy. Now, I understand that someone who is very young is probably a little immature and they don't have enough experience of how to go about it. That's a separate thing, I understand they don't have the know-how of how to go about this thing called, dressing up like a girl and expressing yourself like a girl. On the other hand, people who are a little mature, if they have not been doing this for their entire life, they have other doubts. Things like, I don't know if I'll be able to look good or not. I don't know, maybe this is a bad idea. I will look ugly. I'm too old to start. And it will all come down to the same thing. If it makes you happy, why should you wait? If it makes you truly happy from within, why should you wait? Now, coming to people who are very young, especially with social media, teenagers and people in their early 20s, they have a lot of exposure today, seeing other cross-dressers, seeing other transgender girls, going out and living their lives, and they definitely feel that urge to do it. Now, a big word of caution to all of you who are still very young and who are trying to figure this thing out. I would highly suggest that this is an age where yes, you can explore this part of yourself, but please ensure that you focus on your career as well. Why? Because your profession, your work, your career is something that will give you the independence and the freedom that you need in order to explore this part of yourself. So if you're, let's say you've just started working, you just have 1 or 2 years of experience, see what you can do, how you can grow in your career, so that you can have a more private space if that is something you're looking for. If you're still in college, see how you can get into a good company, or if you want to start something of your own, see how you can do that first, because this part of you, this feminine part of you, is not going anywhere. It is going to be a part of you, your entire life. So you have your entire life to explore this. But first, if you're young, if you're just starting out, you don't know how to, how to go about this thing, I would highly recommend that first few years of your career, you can definitely do this, you can definitely explore this, but also focus a lot on your career. Be financially independent. It will give you a lot of bandwidth. It will give you a lot of space in your life to explore this part of yourself. Now, coming to people who are a little mature, let's say you're in your 40s or you're in your 50s and you're thinking, should I do it or not? Will I look pretty or not? I would just say give it a shot and see for yourself. The best way to get started is to go to a really good makeover artist who can give you that first appearance of a woman that you're looking for. The first appearance, the first time you get a makeover, is going to be a very wonderful experience for you. So yes, you need to learn makeup and fashion sense a little bit, but when you're just starting out and you've not done it your entire life, highly recommended, go to a good makeover artist or a male to female makeup artist in your place, in your city. Another thing which I wanted to really address here is that a few years ago I was in a queer LGBT party, and I met somebody there who was 55 years old, and she identified when I had a conversation. She said that I identify as transgender, but I've never really explored this part of me, and I'm doing it for the first time. So yeah, we had a good conversation. She got her makeover done, she was looking really nice, and when she started, she had a few drinks and she got a little high, okay, and then there was good music playing and she started dancing, okay. So what I observed was that the way she was dancing, it had nothing to do with what people are thinking about her. She was just dancing her heart out. Why? Because this was the first time she saw herself the way she wanted to see herself. And I can really, I cannot really explain this thing in words. It's very difficult to explain it, explain this feeling that she was going through. She was just feeling so free, so liberated. And that is what I tell people, when they come to me and say, Annie, I think I'm too old, I don't know if I should start. Just do it, girl. I started in my early 30s. I suppressed myself for over 3 decades, and it was probably one of the stupidest, decisions or things to do in my life. I should have started way earlier. So why suppress yourself? Go out there and live your life the way you want. If you want to dress up once in a month or once in a blue moon, fine, but don't suppress yourself, and stop worrying about your age. Stop worrying about whether you will look good or not, because it doesn't matter as long as it makes you happy. That's the only thing that matters. So I hope you're not going to worry about your age and you're going to start doing things that make you happy. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.